Hello everybody, welcome back to Sitting on the Floor. My name is Dragon.
I'm Peter Parker.
And if you're new here, this is the show where we talk about anything and everything and nothing all at once. Gwen! I am not gonna lie to you guys, I have such a fucking crush on my co-host right now. Like, I'm gonna lose it. Yo, hold on, wait a damn minute. I'm gonna lose it right now. Don't play with me, I will kiss you in the mouth.
I'll kiss you on the mouth.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sitting on the Floor. My name is Bella.
My name's Kira.
If you're new here, this is a show where we talk about anything and everything and nothing all at once.
Period.
Today, this episode, I do want to say right off the bat, is probably going to be a little bit shorter than our other ones. Just going into it, I mean, obviously I can't tell the future, but I have a good feeling it's not going to be that long.
45 minutes.
You're predicting 45?
Yeah.
I'm predicting 29 minutes.
Okay, well then I'm predicting 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
May the best one win.
I think you're probably right though.
I'm editing the video, so...
You're gonna intentionally cut off the end of the video.
Every single time Kira speaks, cut off. Oh my gosh. No, we were suggested to go to a haunted location, talk about it, explore it, and the location...
She's shaking.
She is shaking just a wee bit. She's scared. She's shaking in her boots.
She's scared.
No, the location we decided we wanted to visit was an infamous road in Virginia. It is called Crawford Road. What did you say?
I said Yorktown.
Yorktown. Crawford Road, or Crawford Road, depending on what part of the city you're in, is the center of many stories, both confirmed and unconfirmed, between York County and Newport News, Virginia. Okay, so it says long road. It is 3.6.
It's a long, scary road.
It's a long, scary, windy
woodsy
road.
trees.
Woodsy trees from the pictures.
Really pitch black at night.
Is what people are saying. It's crazy. I don't know. With a stone overpass sectioning it off. So there's like a little overpass road right above it, right? And it's got like graffiti on the sides of it. The pictures are like crazy. The road is infamous as a dumping site for incriminating evidence in deceased bodies, with 4 confirmed victims found on the road and 2 found in surrounding woods. So right off the bat, fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
But also, let's go.
So excited.
I'm a little scared. Will you hold my hand when I go, please? Oh my god. Don't tell. Though local authorities deny any rumors of paranormal activity, civilians in the surrounding cities disagree. It is stated that when driving and walking on the road, you get an eerie feeling that something is wrong. Some people say it feels like something or someone is watching you. Possibly ghosts. No, not
or a
confirmed.
murderer.
Not confirmed though. Or a murderer. I hope not a murderer.
No?
We're going there, so I hope not a murderer.
I forgot. But I'm scared.
I'm so excited. I'm actually really scared.
I'm really terrified.
There is a sheriff that had stated like they've been there multiple times. Obviously, we know the sheriffs who've been to every nook and cranny of the city, but they said that they've been there multiple times and they had no clue what people were talking about. They're like, it does not feel scary out here. There's no ghosts. It is not as menacing as people say. They said there are no ghosts around here, but you're and I quote,
liar.
And I quote, they said there are no ghosts around here, but you're sure to be one if you keep walking this road at night. And I was like,
that's evidence right there. He's saying you're gonna die.
POV us in a few days.
Yeah.
Walking the road at night.
This is gonna be on our obituary website.
I know.
This video.
They're gonna be like 10 moments before death.
10 scary pictures before tragedy.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Okay, so on January 30th, 1990, there was a man named James Jimmy Johnson who went missing after attempting to sell his Mercedes to someone under the name of J.C. Giles. It was the second day of showing Giles his vehicle to ensure his wife liked it, and it was the last time James Johnson was seen alive. On February 6th, 1990, Johnson's body was found by a crew cutting trees out of the way. He had a gunshot wound, his wrists were handcuffs, and his legs were bound. It was later determined that The murderer was Juanito Edwards. So this next one is rumored that there was another body found later around the same area, rumored to be Tanya Lane, who is suspected of being another victim of Juanito Edwards. However, this was never confirmed.
Yeah, so Lane's body was found. Unfortunately, though, the culprit, the suspect, was never caught. They do think this specific investigator, she opens this case at least once a year. She says that she looks for more details or clues to try to solve it. She's not able to, however, she does have a strong feeling that it is Juanito Edwards, but like stated before, was never confirmed. In 1996, the body of Eric Nesbitt was found at the intersection of Tower and Crawford Roads. He was robbed and shot 8 times by Daryl Atkins and William Jones. The reason they discovered this was actually there was a white cross stating Eric Nesbitt, 2/10/1975 to 8/16/1996. So somebody was out walking or patrolling and they found this white cross, and it was unfortunately where they had left Eric Nesbitt. So
he was like buried?
I don't think he was buried. I don't know. The article did not say.
Okay. So they found the cross with like his name on it, like the person wrote his name on it?
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's still there, because there is a piece that is in the next one. There is a piece of evidence that is still in the woods. I don't know if the cross is though, so that'll definitely be something to look out for. So it's kind of freaky the way that just in these neighboring cities people are going to this road, and it would make sense if it was only like 1 or 2 things, but the fact that there's been 6 people found there is kind of crazy.
It is like a really long road, and it is probably a really good area. I would never dump anybody there, but it would probably be a really good area to dump somebody. I'm not even lying.
That is a reason that they said, that they stated was part of the reason why they think people were doing it, just because it's so secluded. It's a long road, like there's a lot of wooded area around it. Some like GPS things, it's only like residential areas around it as well. So
I don't foresee people going in and like just looking around the woods for no reason. You know what I mean? Like police and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very strange. It's like not an uncommon, a unanimous decision between the 2 cities. Like, hey, this road is bad news.
Sean Mabry's body was found beaten to death in the woods off of Baptist Road. His killers were Chad Patrick O'Hanley and John Morris Wolford. It is said that they killed him in a home with the neighboring city of Buckrow earlier that month. To this day, there is an iron stake in the woods marking the spot where he died. So they killed him in his home?
They killed him in a home in Buckrow. They don't know what home it was.
And then they brought him there?
Yeah, they brought him there and dumped him there.
It didn't say where it was.
No, it doesn't say where it was. But to be fair, it is a 3.6 mile road. So
it could be anywhere in the woods.
Yeah.
So we might not even see it if we go. What was that?
It's a horn from a car.
Oh.
Oh my God.
That scared the crap out of me.
I know it did.
Girl, oh my God. If we pull out like a English translator and somebody says my name, I'm dipping.
There are some really good.
I'm gonna run faster than I've ever run in my life.
There are some really good ghost boxes. I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
I'm so scared.
I'm probably gonna be shitting bricks.
Are we gonna get a ghost box?
Well, one of the apps on our phone.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's a really good one, but it costs money, so
How much is it?
I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
It's like $2.99. I'll buy it.
We'll see. We'll see how much it is.
Because we're gonna be doing this more often.
Fuck capitalism, though.
Because what?
I said fuck capitalism.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh.
I think we're gonna be doing this more than once, so I feel like if we were gonna get one, we should probably get a good one.
Yeah, I do really want to do this more than once.
Yeah, we're not gonna have any like snazzy, like expensive.
No, but like a little app on our phone.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be using it alone though, because if I get it on my phone, I'll be tempted to come in here and do it, and then I'll do it and I'll get fucking scared shitless. I got a free one off the App Store when I lived in my mom's house, and I went in there and I did it, and I mean it was the same responses every time, so it was fake. It was just saying like the same like 3 words over and over again. Man, when I tell you I was shitting bricks, I was like, apple. Apple where?
I'm standing in the kitchen right now.
How'd you know that I have an apple in my fridge? Austin Baxley was murdered by Julian Rios and Amina Washington, although there is a third person, Anton Hinton, who is charged with accessory for quote-unquote getting rid of the guns used to kill Austin Baxley. Austin was taken from the surrounding city of Portsmouth to Crawford Road, where he was shot and then killed. So Portsmouth is a city, I don't know how close it is to this road. I'd say probably about 30 minutes. So they said that it wasn't normal for him to leave Portsmouth or to go as far as York County. So that alone was suspicious in and of itself. And then finding his body shot and then killed. He was shot multiple times. And they don't really, as of right now, they don't know the reason or the motive behind the murder.
That was in 2016.
Yes, that was in 2016. There is not a lot on this road. There's a lot of things that go on, but the cases themselves are very sparse, which I think is kind of strange to begin with.
Bit weird,
I feel like we should definitely know more about what is going on with these cases, but I tried to look, and there wasn't very much to go off of.
May 19th, 2017, the remains of Michael Andrew Ellis were found in the woods off of Goosley Road. His cause of death was suicide by hanging. Although the date of his death is undetermined, it is thought that he could have been out there for several years. That's scary.
That is very scary.
Where? Like in the woods?
Yeah, so he was estranged from his family. So I think back in 2013, he was estranged from his family. So nobody was looking for him, and he hung himself.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it doesn't seem like people are like patrolling these woods as much as you think they would, considering how much has happened on this road.
I mean, the time frame between these incidences, between the first one and the second one, is 6 years. And then between the second one and the third one is 4 years. But then there's a 16-year difference and then a 1-year difference. So,
I mean, and there also could have been stuff that happened in between that they just haven't.
Yeah, so something that we are going to talk about as well are some of the Reddit stories that are out there on the internet that we haven't been able to find. Ghost stories, unconfirmed stories, a whole bunch of things. There's a lot of things that are going on with this road that aren't really reported on. So that could be another reason as to why people aren't looking. But to be out there after you've hung yourself and nobody finds you for possibly years is so devastating.
Yeah.
That is so heartbreaking. I can't even begin to imagine. So those are the confirmed cases that were reported in media. What we're going to do next is we're going to go on to Reddit. We're going to look into some of the other things that people have said, some more ghost stories, because obviously people aren't going to be talking about that in the newspaper.
I'm going to read this little part of this little post right here. It says, legend has it, in the 30s, a young bride hung herself from the bridge. I haven't heard a lot of backstory to this one, but they say that if you drive under the bridge, you will see her standing on top of it before you drive through, and then in your rear view, you can see her hanging. There was a bunch of murders and suicides in the 80s and 90s from drug deals gone bad, gang activity, etc. In Yorktown, Virginia, there stands a bridge. This bridge has been the site of some truly horrific events that have occurred for at least a century. The area has got its claim to fame during the Battle of Yorktown, the last battle of the American Revolution. Over the last century, legends of spectators in the occult have marred the image of this road and this particular bridge. There's verifiable documentation of events. A simple Google search would yield an insane amount of articles relating to the bridge and its events. So that is one of the stories about how the bridge got famous. And that's actually one of the first ones that I ever heard was about the bride hanging herself.
Really?
Yeah. On the bridge. And then you could see her before, like, standing on top. And then after you drive in your rearview mirror, you would see her hanging. That's one of the first.
Well, one of us when we go is gonna have to drive under the bridge and record going under it.
Well, we can take your car, right?
Yeah, we could take my car, and the other is gonna have to film in the rear view, seeing if we see anything.
I don't know if I want to drive or record. I'm scared of both.
I mean, we're both gonna be recording, so. Grandma's making brownies. Grandma.
That's Hayden.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna start in the middle of the story just because it is
long and detailed.
It is very long and detailed, which I appreciate. I love reading stories like that, but I don't like speaking them. I get to the bridge and I turn off the lights. I wanted to get some unique pictures, so I set up the camera and was deflecting the flash. I had turned off the car and the headlights to make some cool lighting shots. Slay, we love that. Iconic of you. If anyone has been there, you know when you turn off the lights, it is, and I cannot stress this enough, pitch black. I had left the keys in the ignition and window down as a precaution since I wasn't going to be far from the car in case I needed to dive in and haul ass. That's smart.
Real.
We need to be doing
the keys in the ignition.
We need to be doing that. Mine has a push to start, so it's up to you, girl.
I hate that you gotta hold the button for like 4 seconds before the car starts.
You don't have to do that. No, you just have to have your foot on the brake and hit it.
Mine, I have to hold it.
Sucks to be you.
Well, whose car are we taking? Because
Oh, Hayden said the brownies are baking right now. Hayden, let me get a brownie, girl. I'm including this in the video. Hi, Hayden.
Hey, Hayden.
Hey, Hayden. We're talking about you, girl. And all good things.
Most good things.
Most good things. Love you. Well, in a few minutes, that is exactly what I had to do. Taking some cool pictures and getting into my photo groove, I heard footsteps to my right far off between the trees. I don't spook easily, so I just started to calmly pick up the camera. At that point, I had it rest on the ground for lower shots, and I started going back to the car. Bitch, if I heard footsteps, I'm bolting.
I'm bolting, leaving the camera.
Forget the camera. I don't spook easily, bitch. That's not a spooky thing. That could be a human.
Yeah, for real.
The footsteps grew louder before I got back into the car, and it was almost as if it were behind me. I could also hear what sounded like a bike of some sort. Well, needless to say, I dove into my car. I somehow managed to get into the seat straight, not sure how, it's still a blur. I rolled up the windows with the quickness, manual windows. Oh fuck, that's fucked, dude. Just as I noticed the shape of a person, not behind me, but in front of the car. I started the car and hit the lights to illuminate what was presumably a homeless man with a bike, not a foot from my bumper, coming across to the driver's side. I put it in drive and hauled ass as he approached with his scary Hannibal Lecter stare. I looked in the rear view as I was speeding off, and the taillights illuminated what I could see as getting on the bike. To chase me? I don't know. I wasn't going to stick around to see. I learned my lesson from this experience. You're not invincible no matter how much you want to be. Listen to people when they tell you not to go anywhere alone at night. As a 5-foot short woman, that could have been my undoing. I have been many times since, but in the daytime and with other people.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. That's scary.
Good thing we're not going alone.
Dude, the manual windows, bro. I wouldn't even worry about the windows. I would just fucking book it.
Why did you leave your windows unrolled?
Yeah, for real.
Oh no. Oh my head is falling off, guys.
Yeah, that is terrifying. This one is another experience from somebody. There is an old legend in Virginia of a road in Yorktown called Crawford Road. There are tons of ghost stories about that road, one being an African-American lady that hung herself off of the bridge, and can still be seen hanging herself off the bridge if you go under and look behind you. There are other stories of soldiers walking down the road, lights in the distance, and cars stalling when you park under the bridge. There are a lot more stories that you can look up on your own, but this is the story of mine and my friend's experience down at the road. I was personally not a believer in ghosts because I never saw one until that night. Once we get to the bridge, there is another group of people on the road as well, looking to see what they could find. We talk for a bit and they say they haven't seen anything, so our group goes up to the top of the bridge to see what we can find. We are all up there and we don't really see anything besides a strange symbol on the road and a graffiti deck. We see a car coming and we didn't get too caught up there, so me and my friends go back down while two of them stay up there and turn their lights off. After less than 2 minutes, we hear them running down and freaking the fuck out, saying that they both saw a tall woman dressed in white walk out of the woods and to the bridge. Obviously, like idiots, our group walks up to see. We couldn't see her when we went up there, but as we looked down to the road to see if we could find anything, all of a sudden we hear an angry scream off in the distance. We all book it the fuck out of there, and the other group bails as well as soon as we heard the scream. We start to drive away from the bridge, and being determined to see an actual ghost, all of us had our windows down and we're taking constant pictures while driving. Eventually, we hear one of my friends panic and tell us to drive faster, and he is sticking his head out of the window. Once we get far enough, he said that he saw something on 4 legs running after the car. This was only the start as we begin to look at the pictures that we have taken and watch the video. In the pictures, we heard the scream and start to run clearly. We clearly hear a gargled cackle that we didn't hear in the moment. And the pictures were even worse. Some of them were nothing but a lot of photos that had a mysterious glow in them. And one of my friend's photos were completely white while the rest were fine. And some of the photos we could see a strange blue box in both of my friend's pictures, which was made even worse because they were on opposite sides of the car. And the worst one was when one of my friends took a picture of the side view mirror. We could clearly see a face with 2 black eyes. We were properly freaked out, but we decided to drive down the road one more time and do the same thing and take pictures on all sides of the car. The pictures were a completely different story, as one of the pictures that my friend got was of the 4-legged creature sitting on top of a broken fence post like it was waiting for us. After we decided to get out of there and finally go home, we could see a large handprint and a small handprint on the window.
Handprints on the window?
And a multitude of other handprints on the car, as well as scratch marks.
Multiple scratch marks?
And on the back of the car, we see the same symbol as on top of the bridge. When I got home, I looked into further detail of the stories from others and found out that the scream was something of a call to others on the road, which would explain the creature chasing us, but I haven't been able to find a single one about a 4-legged creature chasing them. This has to be the scariest night of my life, and we are all planning to go back to Crawford Road and see what we can find. And then they said that they would post the pictures, but they said the pictures and videos were deleted, unfortunately, because the person who took them got paranoid and didn't want them on his phone.
Sounds fake to me. I was with you until that.
I was with you until that.
Well,
I've been showing those pictures to everybody.
I don't know if I was. How long does my hair look like that?
Like what? I got a down.
Do I have a? Is my hair like puffed?
A little bit.
Can you fix it?
Yeah. It's just your headphones, like when you brought them back up, like it looks like you just pushed them up and the hair pushed up. Girl head.
Girlhood. Oh my god, Spider-Man's touching my head.
Oh wait, hold on.
Spider-Man, can you fix my hair?
Stop! I can't, Kira.
I was with it until I looked at the eyes.
I couldn't find your head.
I was with it until not.
Yeah, I mean, there's some parts like that I believe, but with the like, why would you delete the pictures?
Why would you delete the pictures?
Like, I get being scared, but they can't do it. They can't crawl through your phone and eat you. Like,
the freaking the same symbol being on the back of the car. How did the symbol get on the car? Like, was it written in dust?
And also, was it the penis one that was mentioned? Because
it was not. You know damn well it was not the fucking penis. There was.
Because that's the only part that I read about the symbol was a penis.
No, honest to God though, if I was a ghost, I think I would go around and I would like draw dicks on everybody's car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that'd be really funny.
I write you're next.
I know. I would be like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I'd be an asshole ghost.
I mean, I would do. Okay, so if I lived in a house, like I would do your dishes and like I'd be nice and I'd like help out around the house because I know life is overwhelming. But also, you best believe like I will be writing you notes on the mirror and scaring the fuck out of you.
Oh yeah. I'm fucking tilting your picture frames a little bit.
I'm tilting your picture frames. I'm crawling up the walls.
I'm dropping stuff off the counter.
I'm waking you up at 3 a.m. I'm doing
growling at you from your closet.
Creaking
it open a little bit.
I don't work for free, bitch. Question for you.
Yeah.
When we go, can you wear that? I'll feel much safer.
Yes. Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh my god. Guys, Spider-Man's gonna take me to Crawford Road.
Getting on to the question segment. Do you believe in ghosts?
Oh, fuck yeah, I believe in ghosts. You're telling me that we've got hundreds of billions of people in the world. We have so many things that don't make sense.
But wouldn't there be hundreds and millions of ghosts?
That's what I'm saying. Like, let me restart. Hold on.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know what I was saying. Ask the question again.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do. Do you believe in ghosts?
I do. I had a ghost in my old house.
I remember. I remember. I don't think I ever experienced it really, but I remember growing up and you would tell me all of these crazy stories about your cabinets opening and
the fucking 3 a.m., bro.
Yeah.
Cabinets opening, slamming. Yeah.
Didn't you? I swear I
think
thought
it was a little girl.
You think?
I think so.
I thought for some reason I remember you telling me that it was like an older lady, but I don't remember. I could be wrong.
No, I thought it was an older girl or a little girl, and then my aunt thought that it was an older man with like a top hat.
Oh. Did she see him?
I think so.
Oh, I'd believe your aunt then. What made you think it was a little girl?
I don't know. It was never the top cabinets. It was always the bottom ones.
Maybe he was a short man. Maybe that's why he wore a top hat. He wanted to be taller.
No idea. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she saw him because she slept downstairs. I slept upstairs.
Oh.
But like whenever I would go down there, it would be the bottom cabinets that were open.
I don't know why I thought you had like a video of it or something. I don't know. I thought I remembered seeing a video when I was little of your kitchen, like of a cabinet opening. But I could be. I'm probably. I used to watch a lot.
I'm not remembering. I don't think I ever took a video.
I don't know, but I used to watch a lot of ghost videos on YouTube, like fake ones, obviously. But I mean, I used to watch them all the time, so I'm probably picturing that. Honestly, my mom, she said that I used to talk to one of her dead friends. I don't remember her name.
Oh, I think you told me that.
Yeah, I don't remember her name, but I don't know, I'll call her Mary. I never met her. And my mom came into like our playroom one day and I was sitting there and I was in the corner and I was talking. She goes, "Who are you talking to?" I said, "Oh, I'm talking to Aunt Mary." And my mom kind of like paused and she was like, "What?" And I go, "Yeah, Aunt Mary says you're doing a great job at raising us, even though you don't think so." And then I just kind of like went back to playing with my toys. My mom had a meltdown.
Yeah, I'd freak the fuck out if my kid was talking to some ghosts, bro.
I mean, but imagine imagine I die and then you're like, I die before I get to meet your kid. And then, you know, a couple of years later, you know, they're playing and they go in there and they're like, oh, Aunt Bella says you're doing a really great job at raising
You're gonna
us.
be crying.
I'm like,
I would cry.
yeah, it's just like very, I don't know, it's crazy. And I mean, I don't know, that's what my mom told me. I obviously don't fucking remember it. I was like 3, so.
Yeah. I don't know. My whole family, like, kind of has a past of being able to see ghosts. I know that sounds really stupid.
No,
but
it
hear me
doesn't. I
out.
believe in it.
My mom used to talk all the time because my grandmother passed away in the house that we used to live in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember that. I think we moved out of that house before I met you. But it was like my childhood house and it was my grandma's house. And her name was Eileen. And she passed away when I want to say I was like 7 when she passed away. And my mom says that I used to be talking to her too in that house before we moved out. And then when we moved out of that house and into an apartment, my mom used to see her sitting on the corner of the bed, like talking to her.
Really?
Yeah. And then my aunt has also seen some stuff. I don't talk to her about it that much though. But yeah, my mom used to talk about seeing my grandma all the time. Every time we would move, she would see her sitting on the edge of the bed. And then in that old house that we were in the 2-story house, she saw her sitting on the bed then too, and she was talking to her.
Wow. See, I
haven't seen mom though. One mom, like, where you at? What? Where you
come
at?
visit.
Come visit. I moved twice.
I'll send you the Addy.
Yeah.
I think I did this more as a coping thing, but after my grandfather passed away, it did tear me like to pieces. Because my grandfather was one of my best friends in the entire world. And after he passed away, he did visit me in a dream, but I don't know if that was more so my brain just like coping.
Yeah.
But I was going through like a really tough time, and he visited me in my dream, and he kind of like sat with me and he was like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, it's not your fault. Everything's okay. Like, you're going to be great. You're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. And I mean, that helped me a lot. But I think that's the only thing that I can really remember as far as like seeing somebody who has passed. However, I do also, I don't know if this falls in the same realm, but I get insane deja vu.
Yeah,
Insane.
me too.
Like, it's not even funny. Like, I'll have a dream and then a week later I'll be doing something and I'm like, oh my God, this happened in my dream a week ago. This is something that like I've seen before, I've done it before, and it's really freaky and weird. I know a lot of people think and say that those go hand in hand, but that's as far as I've really gone with it. But the deja vu, it trips me out.
Yeah.
Because
bringing up the dream thing, like, although I haven't, like, I don't have any experiences of seeing ghosts. Like, I hear them and I, like, see them doing stuff, but, like, I don't see them, like, actually see them.
you hear them?
The cabinets, girl.
Oh, Kira, I thought you meant you heard them talking.
No,
I was about to be like, this is a different episode.
No.
We're switching topics real quick. How long has this been going on?
No, I haven't, like, heard them, like, talking or anything, but, like, the cabinets, and I was, like, I used to see her move the cabinets. Like, I wasn't, like, but along with the dream thing, like, after my mom passed away, I had a dream about her, and I was in my new house, but it was before I even moved into the new house that we're in now.
Okay.
And so when I was remembering this dream, she was at the top of the stairs, and I walked up to her and I was like, what the fuck? And she was like,
what are you doing in my house?
she was like, hey. And I was like, do you know? And she was like, yeah, I know. It's like completely fine. It's okay. I'm okay. And I was like, what the fuck? And she gave me a hug, and then the dream just ended. And so when I moved into this house, like when we went to look at it, I was like, what the fuck? Because these are the stairs. And my mom was standing up there.
Oh.
And so I was like having like a whole episode. I was like freaking the fuck out.
Oh my
and so
gosh.
it was just, yeah, it was really scary.
That's really trippy. I wouldn't know if that would make me want to buy the house or if I'd be like...
Because I was like, guys, I don't know.
Guys, I don't know about this.
I was like, oh.
What made you decide that you wanted it?
The house?
Yeah.
I was just like, I mean, if she brought me here for a reason. So I feel like...
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
I feel like she wouldn't, yeah. Well,
yeah. She might mislead me.
Maybe
but...
next time, heed a warning.
Yeah. Yeah, I always find it interesting when people see like dead people in their dreams.
Yeah.
I find it really
I think a lot of it is the brain coming. I mean, I do believe that there are some people who can like summon them and like see them and everything like that. I believe in psychics.
Like
I
the
believe
mediums.
in mediums and everything like that. I wholeheartedly do.
I really want to talk to a medium, actually.
My whole thing is, I think it would be really interesting, but part of me is just like, I want to be respectful, and I know that there are ways to do it in a respectful way. Not everybody is. And then also, part of me is just like, if I'm not able to talk to somebody and I'm not able to do something, maybe that's just how it's meant to be. Because I don't want to talk to somebody and then it ruins my life.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I could find something out that I don't want to know. I could find somebody that I don't want to know or see or anything like that. And it's just something that I feel like if I have closure on a situation, I'm very scared that I'll do something and it's just gonna like fuck my life up.
I do believe in mediums and psychics, but there are probably some out there that are like faking it.
Oh, there's a lot that are faking it.
So I don't want to go to the wrong person and have like my hopes up and everything, and then they're just faking it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's another thing.
I don't know.
But if I did fully believe that there was like a ghost in my house again, I would definitely bring somebody up in there.
Yeah, I mean, if it calls for needing somebody, absolutely I would do it. But if it's just something that I'm doing recreationally where I'm like, hey, I really want to talk to Timmy Bob Joe
Junior.
Timmy Bob Joe Jr. Well, Timmy Bob Joe Jr., I'm just going to have to not talk to him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Closing the cabinets is harmless.
Closing the cabinets is harmless.
Now, once you start putting knives out on my counter.
Timmy
Bob Joe Jr.
You did not pay for those knives. Don't fucking touch them.
You are a junior for a reason.
You are a second.
You're the second Jimmy Bob Jr.
Jimmy Bob Jones.
You better talk to the first Jimmy John Jr. and have him scold you.
Jimmy's name has changed like 3 times. But yeah, anyways, guys, if you have any suggestions as to where you want us to go and or research and report on, let us know.
Period.
We've got options. There are plenty of haunted places in the United States. So let us know. We'll see if we can make it happen. I think we have like 30 subscribers right now, so.
Keep it on the East Coast.
Keep it on the East Coast. Please. We are not made of money. We can barely afford to fucking... We don't even have good equipment for this podcast. So keep that in mind, please and thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Coming next week, we will be traveling to Crawford Road. We'll be vlogging it, reporting on it, anything and everything like that. So keep an eye out.
I'm so scared.
I'm so nervous. So scared.
We're going at night.
So excited. We're going at like sunset tonight.
Okay.
So nervous, so scared, so excited.
So nervous.
Keep an eye out for that. Stay tuned. As always, we do have a link tree posted down below with our other social media, so be sure to check us out on those.
And make sure to watch our last podcast episode about creepypastas.
Yes, that was very fun, very exciting. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll catch you later. We'll see you next week at Crawford Road.